Hello and welcome to the channel and welcome to this match play game of Tide of Conviction between the creations of Bile and the Adepta Sororitas Sisters of Battle. Tide of Conviction, there are 6 objectives on the board, so there's 1 in each deployment zone and there are 4 in no man's land. It's really weird sort of layout in terms of objectives. It's deployment on long table edges, so that's that. For the mission, you will get primary points if you have 2, 3 or more objectives. So having just the 1 objective isn't much use. Or is it? Because you need your home objective to at least get your start of turn CP.
Nice.
So you kind of want at least 1, but 2 or more is preferable. And then the mission objective is Overrun, where essentially you get extra points for claiming objectives in your opponent's territory. So their half of the board. And at the end of the game, you get extra points for having those and your opponent's deployment zone objective as well. So it's about running across the table, grabbing objectives, and also keeping your own one if you want your CPs. As for terrain, ruins. So we've got 2 bigger ruins, and then we've got 2 smaller ruins. Ignore the gravel, that's just there for decoration. They'll be marked out by the footprint of said ruin, and they will be obscuring, so you can shoot out or in, but you can't shoot through them. And they will be light cover, so I'll give +1 to the saves, and they'll also be defensible, breachable, scalable, or the aballs. I've got 2 smaller ruins on the outskirts. They're not obscuring because they're tiny, but they will give you light cover. And then there's crates because they just look nice. That's it for terrain, really. It's quite a simple one today. If you like the content, hit like. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. So you'll see one each week. There's normally a battle report every week. And if you want to support the channel further, check out Dave 40k on Instagram and Patreon. And if you want terrain like this, check out the links below for Urban Mats and GameMat.eu. And if you want to get hobby supplies and 40k stuff at a discount, check out the Element Games link below as well. So yes, that's all that stuff. The guest for today is
Guten Tag.
David, because again it's 2 Daves. It's Dave against Dave. And this time I'm actually bringing the heretics. And you got your sisters. So yeah, you got sisters, but you're running a different order today. Your order of the Argent Shroud? Is that what they're called?
Yes.
Basically
Changed from the old martyred lady, although I've had to augment them with some of my Argent Shroud models due to lack of money and funds to...
And time to paint them.
Yes.
Basically. But yes, so they're the ones that can move, advance and shoot as if they didn't move or advance, which is nice. And the other thing is you can reroll a hit or wound roll when shooting per unit or something.
Reroll 1 hit or wound roll per turn per unit.
Per turn per unit. So it doesn't have to necessarily be shooting, it could be in combat you rerolling a hit or reroll as well. Okay, cool. So that's them. Do you want to run through your list very quickly?
Yes, why not? So, for a start, let's start in the HQs. We have Canoness here, which is from the Special Collector's Box, for those that don't know. She's got everything that's there. She has CP spent on her for Warlord trait, because
you've got to do that now.
Yeah. And I also want to try it out. She's also got the Argent Shroud specific relic, which we'll come to when we reach to it. It's not war gear, it's
something else.
Improves her melee capability.
Okay.
Palatine with bolt pistol, because why pay for a plasma pistol?
Well,
it doesn't feel worth it.
Yeah, I mean, they're a bit better, but you're not getting her for her gun, you're getting her for her aura and abilities and things, I guess, really, aren't you?
And, of course, we have the Hospitaller.
Yes, the medic.
The medic. Plastic one this time, rather than my old metal one, hence the much bigger base.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay.
And the troop choices. So we have a Squadron Overlight, auto guns, bolt on the squad leader. Nothing special there.
Yeah.
4+ armor save. Yeah. Effectively...
Sisters Battle Colsis, but a bit better.
Yep. Then we have 2 standard Sister Squad, 1 10-girl squad with a combi flamer, a standard flamer and a heavy flamer, because why not?
Because you like burning heretics.
And then we've got a 5-girl squad that's got a combi melter, a melter and a multi-melter, because heck, I'm going to be doing a lot of moving and advancing, so the fact I've got a multi-melter is going to mean nothing.
Yes, it's very nice. Cool, okay.
And then the other non-HQ squad, of course, Repenter Superior, because if you're fielding sisters without 1 unit of Repentia, you are mad.
Yep.
Maybe
they're really good.
Maybe I am anyway, but that's another topic.
Yes.
Unit of 9 Repentia. Why not? Makes a nice round 10 if you combine them together. Fits nicely in a Rhino. I wonder
Wonder what one of those is going to be used for. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Other elite slots, we have the unit of 3 Paladin Warsuits.
Because they're really good.
Well, Dewey's still out on them.
Well, Armour of Contempt and things, they're better than they were. But they're not bad.
We have 2 standard 10-girl Celestian squads. Not Sacrosanct. And some people are already going to be yelling heretic at me. Well, as this order specialises in shooting, I thought having the version that uses bolt guns rather than the version that has shields and spears is better.
Yeah, it's all about moving and shooting, isn't it, really? So
yes.
that makes sense to me. Okay.
And one squad has a power maul on the superior, a melter and a multi-melter. The other one has a heavy bolter and a storm bolter with a chainsaw. So...
Okay, got a bit of combat there, I guess.
So they can do combat when they need to.
Okay.
One Dominion squad with 4 storm bolters, because, well...
Blessed bolts.
And 2 damage storm bolters. Who's not going to complain at that?
Yes, well, luckily I'm not Death Guard, but anyway, right.
And then, for the heavy support, we have the 5-girl squad of Retributors with 4 multi-melters and a combi melter.
Because, yeah, why not? If you can move advance and shoot them, then that's definitely a thing.
And I'm trying something slightly new. We've got a 10-girl squad that has 4 bolters, obviously, because they have to. Well, 5 bolters, 4 heavy bolters, and a combi plasma.
Interesting, okay. So, anti-tank, anti-marine. Cool, okay.
2 rhinos. Well, one's for the 2 5-girl squads, and one's for the Repentia. As if that's a surprise to anybody.
Yes.
And then, last but not least, 1 organ tank.
Because it's really noisy and it's got a big gun.
And if I'm honest, as I paid 50 odd quid for that kit, it's like about time I used it.
Yes, yes. Still not sure if they're worth the points, but they're not bad. They're just not brilliant when you compare them to other things, I guess.
No.
But they look cool, so, okay, cool. So lots of infantry, lots of heavy weapons, but you can move and shoot as if you remain stationary, so that's fun. It's going to be interesting.
Yep.
Mobile infantry of guns. Over here we have the Creations of Bile. It's a battalion. The Creations of Bile, everything gets +1 strength and +1 to move. So they hit harder and they're a bit quicker, so they can get to you quicker to hit you harder. And then the other thing is, if they die in combat, they'll still get to hit you anyway. So basically, do you really need to interact with Creations of Bile? Not really, because you're going to hit them anyway, unless you want to survive, obviously. So that's Creations of Bile things. Things of Creations of Bile. I'm actually using Fabius Bile. I'm still not sure about his new rules compared to his old rules, but I'm bringing him along because I'm running Creations of Bile. So there he is. He is the Warlord, but I haven't given him his Warlord trait because it makes him a bit better in combat, but I don't really maybe want him in combat. His thing is he can basically inject the unit that's core and doesn't have a mark of chaos and make them stronger, tougher, or more attacks. Only one of which can be active on a unit for the battle. So you can do it to one unit and then run off and do it to another one. That's him. He's got a Demon Prince here. He is his prime test subject, which is his Warlord trait, which I've given him. He's a Demon Prince of Tzeentch with a sword and wings. You can see the wings, you can't see the sword. So he's got prime test subject, that gives him +1 strength, +1 toughness, and +1 to wound. And that's in addition to his Creations of Bile, +1 strength and +1 to wound. Not +1 to wound, +1 movement. So he's got +1 to move, +2 to strength now, +1 toughness and +1 wound. So that's cool. And then I've also given him another CP for the Eye of Tzeentch. So he gets +1 to cast with his psychic powers, and casts of 9, unmodified 9s, cannot be denied, which is interesting. So he's going to be a bit of a beat stick, a bit more survivable, and a bit better at psychic. And obviously, because he's got the Mark of Tzeentch, the first failed save I make for him each turn becomes damage 0, which is interesting. So that's him. I've got 3 units of Legionnaires, no upgrades on them whatsoever, apart from chain swords on the champions. Nothing else has marks of chaos, apart from the Demon Prince. And the reason for that is so I can jab them with Fabius Bile. It's a bit naff, but that's how you've got to do it if you actually want to use him to inject things. So yeah, 3 units of Legionnaires. A unit of 10 Terminators with a mixture of weapons. I've got some combi melters, I've got some fists, I've got some chain fists, I've got some bolters. A nice mixture of weapons in there. And I've given them the Black Rune of Damnation, so they're -1 to wound them. And also, if there are any psychers within 18 inches on a doubles, they perils, but your sisters, you don't have psychers, so you don't care about that. But it's a really good relic, especially on 10 Terminators. I've got 5 Warp Talons. They're quicker and they're stronger now, because Creations of Bile. So, yay, let's use those. I've got 3 Obliterators, because I don't always use them that often, and they're quite punchy in combat as well, actually, and they're normally quite slow, but they're going to be a bit quicker today. So that's a thing, because they've only got a short range. So 3 Obliterators, because that's cool. 5 Havocs, 2 Lascans, 2 missile launchers, just to give me a bit of gun. I've got a Rhino, for reasons. I can put some Legionnaires in it. Yay! And then at the back here, I've got 2 Hellbrutes with fists, 1 with Plasma and 1 with a Melter. Again, they're going to be quicker, they're going to be harder to hit. Not harder to hit, hitting harder. And I've got a Leviathan at the back there as well, also with a fist, but it's a siege drill, not a fist. So it's really good at punching vehicles to death. And he also has a Gravflux Bombard, 2 twin Volkite thingy-majiggies, whatever they're called, and the 3 Hunter Killer Missiles. So yeah, I've got 3 things that like to punch things walking down the board. Obliterators, which can punch things, Warp Talons, which can jump around and slash things, Terminators, which love hitting things in combat. And a very beat sticky Demon Prince. So yes, I'm quick. I want to hit you, and if you hit me back, I'll hit you anyway. So that's the plan with that. So we've seen the armies. We know what the mission is and the terrain and things. But secondary objectives, they're over there, but you probably can't see them very well. Creations about. I'm doing the specimens of the spider objective, which essentially I kill things in combat, and I get points. I get 2 points if I kill characters or monsters in combat, and I get 3 points if I kill a character or monster in combat or something. And if I kill things that aren't characters, monsters or vehicles in combat, I get 2 points, and that's per turn. And at the end of the game, if I've killed at least 1 Astartes unit in combat throughout the game, I get an additional point. And to be honest, I'm basically getting that point, because if I don't kill a unit of Astartes in combat in this game, I've got problems. I'm also going with the Long War. So I kill things off objectives and nick objectives. That works quite well with the Creations of Bile one, because I wanted to get forwards onto objectives and hit you off of them anyway. So why not get extra points for it? And then Psychic Interrogation, because I've got a Psyker who's getting +1 to cast, and on 9s he can't be denied. So that makes sense. And then if I cast it and beat your leadership of the person I'm interrogating, I get a CP.
Nice.
So that's nice. So this is a battle you're going to Slay the Heretic, because that's really cool. And it's also quite good. So essentially you get points if you kill things with flamers, melters or bolters. Yep. And that's each turn. Yep. And you've got a nice...
Capped at 5 points at each over the course of the game.
Yes. And you do have lots of bolters, you've got lots of melters, and lots of flamers. And it's called Slay the Heretic. So it's good and it makes perfect sense. You're also going with Defend the Shrine. So essentially you will get to pick an objective that's not in your deployment zone now, and that would be the Shrine. And essentially you get points for every time that you have it, and if I have it at the end of the game, then you lose 3 points or something like that.
Well, you take 3.
Take 3 off of the total that you'd had.
Well, take the 3 off the total I'd scored for that secondary.
Yeah, not
so
from your total.
So if I scored nothing on that secondary, you don't...
Yeah.
Whereas it used to just be 3 off the total.
Oh, really? Interesting. Yeah. But yeah,
so if you scored nothing on it, it cost you 3 victory points.
Yeah, but at least you get to place the shrine now, so you can put it on the objective just out of your deployment zone. So that's quite a good one to have. And then you're going with Leap of Faith, which is essentially you get points for using miracle dice.
Yeah.
When your sister's battle, so you're going to be using miracle dice. So yeah, that makes sense. So you want to slay the heretic, defend your shrine, and having lots of faith. It sounds very Sisters of Battle versus KLC. And I wanted to get forward and hit you in the face, which sounds very KLC. So fun objectives, but also ones that could probably score quite well for both of us, really. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. We need to roll for the Defender and Attacker, and then start deploying and things. So, sir, do you have a dice ready?
Yes. Which dice do I want today? Let's use one of these.
The one that's going to roll a 1. After you, sir. After 2. I was almost right. I've got 5. I'll just defend, and I'll go over here because I'm standing here. Sisters of Battle will go over there. We'll deploy, we'll alternate, and we'll be back. Okay, and we're back after deployment. As you can see, the Chaos is down this side, and the Sisters of Battle are over there. Although you might not be able to see them very well, because they're silver, and they're behind, like, grey ruins. You're quite well camouflaged, actually. For the Creations of Bile deployment, I've put 2 units of Legionnaires in here. The Rhino and my Obliterators are starting off the board to drop down and shoot whatever they feel like. So I've got a Rhino here. With 2 units of Legionnaires in it. I've got another unit of Legionnaires there just towing on the home objective. And I've got my Havocs next to them, my Warp Talons and a Hellbrute with Melter all behind that ruin, hiding nicely. The deployment zone was a bit further forward, but I just wanted to stay out of line of sight and hidden. Because you do have lots of guns. Over this side, I've put the Terminators as far forward as I can put them. Yes, they're in the ruin, but they're Terminators in a ruin with Armour of Contempt and -1 to wound. They should be okay. I've got Bile next to them, so we can jab them in the arm in a minute. I've got a Demon Prince there as well, and then I've got a Hellbrute with Plasma and the Leviathan there. So sort of solid punch on that side, a bit more speed on this side, but we'll see how things go. And then for your deployment, you've lined up loads of Sisters in and behind that ruin, by the looks of things, with your characters.
Yeah.
Your Exorcist beyond the ruin, because it can indirect fire, but also you're also hiding and you can move and shoot anyway, because it's a tank.
Yeah.
That's the Rhino with the Repentia in it.
Yeah.
And then you've got your War Suits hiding over there. So you've got a bit of speed on this side with the War Suits and the Repentia. It looks as though they're going to have a fight with the Terminators later, potentially, maybe.
Yeah. And then on the other flank, we've got the Scouting Rhino.
Yes.
And 1 character, 1 Sister squad, and a Retributor squad. Because why not?
Yes, you've got some guns up there, some Sisters down there, and in this one you have the units with Melters and things, and the Dominions with Stormbolters.
Correct.
So, yes, you've got a bit of mobility and shooting on that side as well. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. We forgot to mention your Sacred Rites. You rolled off for them rather than picking one.
Yes.
So you've got Divine Guidance and Spirit of the Martyr. So, essentially, for ranged attacks, if you wound on a 6, you get increased AP.
Yeah.
Which is nice, because you've got lots of guns, and I've got Armour of Contempt, so that's nice. And then Spirit of the Martyr, if I kill models in combat, for each model that I kill on 6s, you do more wounds back to me. And I want to kill you in combat. So I think they're quite good, actually, those two.
So potential sting.
Yes.
Assuming you can actually lock me in combat long enough to do it.
Well, yeah, I mean, if I can't get you and hit you in combat, then I'm probably not going to win the game. So we'll find out how that works. But yeah, it's just a roll-off now. And then see who's going first. And then obviously you have your pre-game move with your Rhino if you want to do it. But yeah, let's see who's going first. So after you...
And our survey says a 4.
A 4. A 4. Oh, we'll have to try again.
Yep.
Off you again. It's 2. Oh, it's half of a 4. That's more than a 4. Okay, so Creations of Bile turn 1. I'll let you do your pre-game moves if you want to do it. I'll do my command and movement phase, and then we'll be back. Right, and we're back. Turn 1 command and movement phase has been done for Creations of Bile, as has the pre-game things. You moved your Rhino a little bit, and we forgot to mention that the Defend the Shrine objective is literally the one right in front of your castle of 1,000,000 Sisters. Because that makes perfect sense. In the command phase, I only did one thing, and that, well, I've got 2 things technically. I got a CP, and then I spent the CP. To put the Masters Watching on the Havocs. So they're going to have reroll hit rolls of 1 and wound rolls of 1, as if they're in range of a Lord and a Lieutenant or Exalted Champion. They're also count as having been in range of the Apostles aura as well, which means essentially they've got like leadership, whatever, a lot, but it's not really going to matter because there's only 5 of them. So that's what I did in the command phase. And then did lots of moving. My Warp Talons advanced to the very front of that ruin there onto that objective. My Rhino got a nice advance over there. And of course, my Rhino's moved 13 inches normally. So he went very quickly round there. And that's full of 10 Legionnaires. My Havocs moved a nice 7 inches, as did my Hellbrute. The extra movement's really nice. So they're now in range and line of sight of said Rhino. Those Legionnaires stayed there pretty much, just doing their thing, chilling on that objective. Hellbrute walked round the corner. It's got a plasma cannon. It can shoot your wall suits in a minute. That's probably what he's going to be doing, maybe. The Terminators walked there 6 inches. 6 inches. That's nice. So they've walked forwards onto that objective. Fabulous Bile and the Demon Prince are behind them. And this Leviathan can move 9 inches. So he's walked round the corner. So taking advantage of the movement and the speed of the creations of Bile. Speaking of Bile, he's going to jab the Terminators in the arm now. And he's got his little helper with him, his little minion. So I get to roll 2d3 and pick one. So it's a 5 or a 6. So basically, either way, it's the same. They're getting enhanced ferocity, so they all get an extra attack. Interesting. I would have preferred toughness, but I'll take attack, I guess. So I've got 4 attacks base, and if they've got cursed weapons, they go up to 5 attacks. Interesting. So that's that. Let's go into the psychic phase. There's only one thing I'm going to do, and that's to psychically interrogate your character there, whatever she's called, the one that's there. It's an unmodified 9. You can't deny it because of Eye of Zinch, so that's gone off. And the cast roll is technically a 10. I'm assuming that's equal to or more than your leadership. So I probably get a CP. Let's check. No, she's leadership 9 and I went off on a 10. So yeah, you get a CP, which is a really good thing with psychic interrogation, especially if you've got pluses to your cast. It can be a nice little CP farm. I'll try that with Tyranids at some point with Neurophobes that get +2 to cast, because that would be hilarious. But anyway, moving on back to this game. I'm going to start shooting things now. I've got a Hellbrute with a multi-melter in range of that Rhino. I'm going to shoot that Rhino. Did you want to pop smoke, or do you not care?
That Rhino I am going to pop smoke. Suspend a CP.
Okay, so minus 1 hits. I'm hitting the Rhino on 4s now with the Hellbrute. Well, I've missed once.
Worth it.
But wanton destruction, 6s explode.
Boo.
Aha! Win your freeze. Just the one. An AP4, which becomes AP3. So you'll have a 6-up save with your Rhino.
6-up either way. Well.
Yeah, because you get invulnerable saves, don't you? Because you're sisters.
Yep.
So, looking for a 6 or D6 damage?
The Emperor protects.
No, not today. 6 damage. Ouch.
Okay, down to 4. That's a little painful.
Right, yes, the Rhino has 4 wounds remaining. Havoc's lined up to shoot it, so let's shoot them. So Las cannons first, hitting on 4s because of the smoke. Rerolling 1s to hit because of the aura. And 6s explode. Got 2 hits. Winning on 3s. 2. -3, which becomes -2. 2 5-ups. They're going to cause some havoc, I think. Oh, and we've got to mention, of course, your miracle dice. You got a 5. We've got to mention to the people you got a 5 miracle dice.
Yes.
I also have two crack missile launchers after this as well.
How much damage are these?
D6 each.
Use miracle dice on one.
Okay, and then a 5-up on the other.
No, but getting closer.
And then D6 damage. Looking for a 4 or more. It's gone. I don't even have to shoot my missile launchers. Does it blow up? It does. We'll work out the explosion in a minute. And you've got 10 girls inside?
Yeah. That's going to be painful.
And then I'm looking for 1s. You're looking for anything 2 or more. Got 10 dice?
Yep, here we go.
So I want 1s. I see at least 1 1. Oh,
2 1s.
Oh, no, 3. Oh, that's not very good. Right, okay, so let's sort that out and we'll be back. Okay, we're back. We sorted out the Rhino and the explosion and all that nonsense. You took 3 from the Dominion squad as deaths or casualties. But you kept all the multi-melters there and you've hidden them nicely behind the containers. And just 2 from the unit in the ruin died. So that's fine. But that was quite good. I'm moving across to this side now. I've got those Terminators there with loads of bolter shots. Essentially, I'm shooting your Rhino. Because I could shoot your sisters in the ruin, but you'll have a 2-up save and you've got 6-up shrugs from your medic. So it's a complete waste of time. Let's shoot the Rhino. Oop, I've dropped the dice. With this many shots, I'll reroll the one I dropped. And I'm rerolling hit rolls of 1 because of the Demon Prince. Lots of 1s. And then let's see how many hits I got. Right, after adding up all the hits and the rerolls and the exploding 6s with rapid fire weapons, this many hits, I've only dropped 3, so that's quite good. I'm winning on 5s now though, because it's a Rhino. So let's see how many I've got here. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Same amount as you got wounds. I doubt they're all going to go through though, but you never know. 10 free up saves on your Rhino.
7, 8.
Wouldn't it be fun if they were all 1s and 2s? That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Don't say that.
Well, I've already said it now.
Well, let's see.
10 free ups on the Rhino.
Okay, the Emperor protects.
It made most of them. 1, 2, 3.
3 fails.
3 fails, so it's got 7 wounds left. Okay.
We'll take that.
Right, Rhino with 7 wounds remaining. Hellbrook's got a plasma cannon. Here he is. He's there. He was out of shot. He can draw a bead down between the ruins at your war suits. Who's going to do that? For D3 shots. For free. Interesting.
That could be painful.
Hit on freeze. 6 is exploding. Oh, I missed twice, but one of them exploded. And I think a 1's a mortal wound to me, I believe. So let's mark that up quickly. But I've hit twice. And your toughness is
5.
5. So I'm winning on freeze. But now that I'm wounded, I get to reroll wound rolls of 1. Which is nice. And there we go. That's where you give Hellbrook's plasma cannons. 2 at -3, I believe it is. 3 damage. So it'll be -2 because of Armour of Contempt.
4 up saves.
So yeah, 2 ups normally, aren't they? So 2 4 ups, each one's 3 damage.
-1 because
they're -1 damage. So 1 goes through, so that'll be 2 damage.
I'm going to CP reroll that.
You're going to CP it. Okay.
Done.
Done. Double 6. Nice. Okay. Alright. Well, you spent a CP, so I'm happy. Right. Moving on to my final thing to shoot. The Leviathan. It's got 3 hunter killers. It's going to shoot all 3 of them now at your Exorcist. And the 2 Volkite Cavalieri things are going to shoot your Rhino and try and finish it off. If it doesn't, well, it might be wounded enough to be slow. So we'll find out. 3 hunter killers. Hitting on Frizz. 6s explode. That's fun. That's fine. 2 hits. Strength 10, winning on freeze. Both go through. They're -2, but becomes -1 because of Armour of Contempt. So 2 4 ups. D6 damage each.
And I've got no rerolls, no miracle dice.
No.
Get 1.
1's gone through. Okay. D6 damage. For 2. Now I will CP that because I haven't actually spent a command point reroll yet. For 1. Oh my god, it's got even worse. So 1 damage on your Exorcist. And then I've got my Volkites into your Rhino.
So now you've scratched the paintwork.
Essentially, yes. Volkites into your Rhino though. They'll hit on freeze. And 6s will explode. I didn't get any 6s. And then these will wound on 5s. And 6s do mortal wounds in addition. No mortal wounds, just the 1 wound. 1 free up save on your Rhino. Okay. And it's damage 2. You're fine. Okay, so the Leviathan did basically bugger all. Great. Well, that's always fun.
Yep, and of course you've made Fiona in the old playing the organ there very upset because she's only just finished polishing it.
Yeah, well, she's going to have to get her polish out for that scratch, I guess. But yeah, that's my shooting phase done. There are no charges, because funny enough, I'm not even charged of anything just yet. So that will be the end of my turn. I got 3 points from Psychic Interrogation. Nothing for the Long War yet, because I haven't killed anything off an objective yet, or nicked an objective. And nothing for Specimens for the Spider yet. But I get 3 points as we go into Sisters of Battle, turn 1. And here we are, Sisters of Battle, turn 1. So we've both got another CP, which is nice. We also did the Morale for your Dominions. Another one ran off or succumbed to her injuries, unfortunately. So you've just got 1 left of that unit. In your command phase, your lady pointed at your war suits to give them the rerolls of 1 from her rod of
office.
The lady's rod. And you've done lots and lots of moving. Your Repentia got out the Rhino and ran towards me. The war suits came around the corner, and so did your Exorcist. And the Rhino got a nice advance and went and parked on that objective back there. And then your sisters sort of moved and slashed advanced forwards into the ruin. Over there. And on this side, your sisters walked through the ruin onto the objective, and your retributors have come around the corner as well with the canoness. Both advanced, but obviously because of your order thing, you can advance and shoot as if you didn't move. So it's really good with multi-melters. Very nice. So yes, your shooting phase, sir. Where would you like to start?
Let's start over here. What's the toughness of a Leviathan?
7. It used to be 8. It's not anymore. It's really annoying.
Okay. Well, we'll start with the wolf suits.
Okay. What are they shooting at?
I'm hitting on 3. The re-rolling ones here. Well, I'm going to spend a CP.
Okay. And
I'm going to select them.
Okay.
Any unit with the Celestian keyword, which the wall suits do have.
Okay.
They get a plus. They re-roll it. They hit at +1.
So we're hitting on 2s rerolling ones now.
Yes.
Very nice. And they are shooting at?
Okay, they're going to shoot their grenade launchers at the Terminators.
Right. Okay.
And they're going to shoot the multi-melters.
At the Leviathan?
Yes.
Okay, well I'll take your +1 hit and I will pop smoke and put you back to normal.
Oh, which is why I gave him the +1 hit.
Well, I was probably going to pop smoke anyway. But yeah, okay, alright, well, yeah, and your miracle dice is a 4. That's your one and only miracle dice at the moment, which may or may not come in handy. But you have 6 multi-melter shots. Did you want to start with those? Or did you want to start with the grenade launchers?
We're going to start with the 6 grenade launcher shots.
Okay, into the Terminators.
Yep, so hitting on 2s.
These are hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s, yep.
Good thing as well.
There we go, everything's hit. Nice.
String 6.
Okay, so you would be winning on 3s, but you're winning on 4s because of my -1 to wound. So 3 AP.
-1, so if I'm content, nothing.
So 2 ups. I'm good. And then you got your 6 melter shots into the Leviathan. Hitting on 3s, you're rolling 1s because of the smoke. We got a 2, so I'm happy about that. Saved a hit.
Not going to bother re-rolling that.
And you're winning on 3s. Strength 8, toughness 7. So that's 3.
And do I want to re-roll one of these?
I don't know. Do you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Okay, so it's 4.
Yeah. 3 of these are normal AP and one's at +1 AP.
I think they're all 5+ invulnerable saves anyway.
Yeah.
But you remembered your 6s to wound extra AP thing, so 5 ups. These will do 6 damage each, aren't they? Obviously -1.
Unless you're within 12, which you're not.
No. Can't believe you just roll 3 1s. You've already done a CP reroll. No, go for it. 3d6 damage. So 3, which is 2.
How many wounds it got?
12 now. Now it's got 11. And that's a 4, which becomes a 3. So now I have 8 wounds remaining.
That's a bit annoying.
On the Leviathan. Yeah, because you didn't have any CP rolls on the damage, I thought I'll risk it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the war suits done. You've got an exorcist there.
Yes,
with a big organ that's angry because I shot it here.
And a heavy bolter.
And let's not forget the heavy bolter.
So we'll shoot the heavy bolter, Terminators.
Because why not? And where's the noisy missiles?
And the organ of doom is going to go at the dreadnought.
Yeah, just to try and damage it a bit more. Cool. Okay, what would you like to start with?
Let's start with the bolter.
Okay, bit of tracer fire into the Terminators.
So freeze.
3s to hit. 1 hit.
That's a bit depressing.
Winning on 4s because of -1 a wound. AP 1, but I'm content. Hodden takes 2 wounds. Because they've got 3 wounds now. Nice, isn't it?
It's a start.
Terminators with 3 wounds.
3d3 shots.
3d3 shots into the Leviathan. For 2s, 4s, 5. You need to be hitting on 4s because of the smoke.
That's fine.
So you hit 3 times. It's a shame 6s don't explode for you, isn't it?
No.
Toughness 7, so I'm assuming you're winning on freeze.
Yeah, because strength 8.
So 3. 2 extra AP. What's the AP normally?
AP 2 normally.
So there's essentially 2. So okay, so AP 2 normally, so AP 3 back to AP 2. So 2 4-ups. Fail both those, and then 1 3-up. I didn't make any of them. 3d6, I'm guessing?
Yep.
So that becomes 2 damage. That becomes 4 damage. So I've got 2 left. You can miracle dice it.
Miracle
Cool.
dice the last one.
So 3, 4, 5. Plus the 4. I'm dead.
Yep.
Nice. You've had to spend your miracle dice and CP and all sorts of other things. It doesn't blow up, it just crumples in a heap. You killed the Leviathan.
But I do generate the miracle dice back at the end of the phase because I killed someone.
Yes. Okay.
Which is the important bit.
Yes.
And last thing, bolt pistol from the Mistress into Terminators, because why not?
Well, yes, I mean, it's not going to do anything, but I do have a Terminator on more wound, so you never know. Oh, you missed. Right.
Okay, what do we want to do next? Okay, can that Rhino see anything?
Possibly the Warp Talons or the Rhino. But I was going to say advanced, but of course that you don't care about that.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's go for the Warp Talons.
Yeah. Okay.
Not range shots though, so I don't get 4 shots.
Yeah, go for it. So where you both missed.
No.
Cool. Okay.
Okay, let's have a look.
All right, I'll give you a moment to decide your next moves.
Not using the bolt half of the combi melt, obviously.
Yes. So Sister Squad, that's what, at the bottom of the room there. You're shooting the melters at the Hellbrute there, and you're shooting the bolters at the Terminators.
Yep.
So what would you like to start with?
Let's start with the melters.
Okay, cool.
So normal melter first because that hits.
Doesn't wound.
That's 9. Multi-melter.
Yes. Both hit. Nice. Double 6. Increase the wound. Just the one.
Just the one.
6-foot save, so Armour of Contempt. Still don't make a save. D6 damage.
Plus 2. Because Malcolm's in range, you are in half range for the multi-melter.
I'm within 12, am I? Okay. Well, let's roll and then we'll measure. So you got a 5. No, not in melter range. So 3 wounds left on the Hellbrute, but he's really angry now. And then you got your bolsters shooting at the Terminates.
Yep.
So let's figure out how many bolter shots we got.
And there will be 3 bolter shots then. That's easy.
Okay. 3's to hit, and then 5's to wound, because the -1 to wound. No. Right, next.
Right. Most of the pistols are not going to be any good at this stage.
No. I'll let you have a measure and I think. Okay, next Sister Squad. The melters and the multi-melter and all the bolters into the Terminators. What would you like to start with?
Let's start with the melter weapons.
Okay, cool.
So, standard melt gun first.
Yes. It misses.
But I get 3 roll ones.
Yeah, you got your lady in there. It hits. It would win on a 2, but it wins on a 3 now. Still wins. 5 up. Still can't make a save. The guy that was on, is it 1 wound left?
Yep.
Or something? He's dead. Yeah.
Well and truly.
Okay, cool. Right, I'll pick him up in a sec. And then you got your multi-melter. Yeah, shoots both times. Nice. Wounds on freeze. Wounds both times.
And one is at AP 5. Hit that.
2 vulnerable saves anyway. I've made some saves! At last. Onto the bolters! Into the Terminators. Hitting on freeze, you're rolling 1s. A 1, which doesn't help you. Another 2, another 2, there we go. And you're winning on 5s because I just want a wound. 3. Very nice.
Right. And 2 of them are additional AP, not that it matters here.
Yeah, because of Armour Contempt, yeah. Make the saves. Yeah, the additional AP on your bolters isn't really going to make much difference, but on all your other weapons it might do.
Yes.
Force some invulnerable saves and things. But yeah, okay. Next squad. Okay, so you're starting to shoot with this sister squad. Everything into the Terminators again. And you've got a Storm Bolter there, so you're going to shoot some Blessed Bolts at me for a CP. Try and do some mortal wounds, because otherwise against 2-up armor you're not really going to do much, really.
Exactly.
But yeah, okay.
So we're going to start with that.
Okay.
So, hit on freeze.
And re-rolling 1s. And you didn't get any 1s to re-roll, and you didn't get any 6s.
That's really disappointing.
But you got a hit, and you're winning on a 5.
Which goes through.
I made the save.
Really, because if you'd failed the save, that would have been 2 damage.
It would have been, but I didn't. So
Heavy bolter now.
Yes. All 2s, which you can't re-roll. That's unfortunate.
That sucks.
Bolters. You got some ones you can roll with the bolters.
Yeah.
That's something at least. Yeah, look, they've all hit now. And then these will be winning on 5s because of the -1 to the wound. 1.
Yeah.
Extra AP, but Armor of Contempt. I'm all good.
Yes.
Okay, so small arms fire not doing much, but you've managed to kill a Terminator, damage a Hellbrute, and kill a Leviathan on that side with the big guns, so it's not bad. I guess we move over here.
Yeah, well, we've still got the Rockies.
Oh yeah, with their auto guns. Let me go shooting at Terminators.
Yeah, 1 bolt gun and 8 auto guns into the Terminators.
Okay, alright, well we'll do that off camera and then be back if anything's actually happened. Okay, so this squad here, you're putting all the flame weapons into the Rhino and shooting both parts of the Combi Flamer, because if you've got a Combi Flamer you should always really be shooting both parts of it. And then all the bolters into the Warp Talons to try and do a bit of chip damage. So you're going to be starting with the Flamers. Do you want to start with the Heavy Flamer?
Yeah, let's start with the Heavy Flamer.
Yeah, cool, so
5.
5 automatic hits. So you're looking for 5s to wound, but 6s do an extra AP.
And I get to reroll 1s because of the Lieutenant that's over there.
Yes.
Or Palatine.
So looking for 5s, but especially 6s. And you can reroll Zavan. So you got 1 wound and an extra AP. So 1 3 up, 1 4 up. So 3 up, 4 up. Okay, so I'm good from the Flamer. Then you've got 2 normal Flamers. So 2d6 auto hits. 4, 6. Winning on 5s, rerolling 1s, looking for 6s, and you've just got 2 6s. But I've got Armor of Contempt, so it doesn't make any difference actually, does it, with them?
No.
Freeze! I'm fine. And then you've got your 2 bolter shots into the Rhino, hitting on 4s. Because rapid fire range. Both hit. Nice. Winning on 5s. No wounds. And then you've got 5 bolter shots into the Warp Talons. Into Ruin, which will hit on that. They all hit, and you'll be winning them on 4s. And
reroll the 1.
And reroll the 1. So you've got 2 wounds, 1 at an extra AP, but it doesn't really matter. And I've got 2 up saves because in a ruin. Yay! So that's that squad. They've done nothing. You've got your Melter squad, and you've got your squad up there with some heavy bolters and things.
And I got the Lieutenant as well.
And the Lieutenant as well. What would you like to go with next?
Lieutenant will do a bolt pistol into the Rhino.
Yep, okay.
Because not close enough to throw a grenade.
She hits. Yep.
She works.
Saved. I can make saves for the Rhino. Can't do it for the Leviathan, apparently.
Now for the multi-melters.
Yes. Now you were thinking about split firing, weren't you?
Yes. The melter of the combi melter, not firing both halves, is going to go into the Rhino.
Yes.
The multi-melters are going to go into the Hellbrute.
All the multi-melters into the Hellbrute?
Yes. I want to make sure you did.
Okay, alright. So do you want to start with the 1 melter into the Rhino?
Yep.
So you'll hit on a fray. Like that. And you'll wound on a fray.
We roll in 1.
Just as well. So that's AP4 for Armor Contempt. Give me a 6. Don't get a 6. D6 plus 2 on the Rhino for 4. The Rhino's got 6 left. And then you got 8 multi-melter shots into the Hellbrute. But they are out of melter range at least. But there is still 8 melter shots.
Yes.
Hit on freeze. And we missed a few, but you've hit a few times as well. Is that 2? Is it 2? So you've hit 4 times, you're winning on freeze. And 6 is your extra AP, which is nice.
And re-rolling 1s.
Didn't get any 1s, but you got 4 wounds, 1 extra AP, so 1 will go straight through. And then 3 6-ups because I'm working dead. So 4d6 damage. This could be painful. 1, 1, 1, and 3. I've got 2 wounds left. Well, that was interesting.
I'll pop a cherub and shoot one of the multi-martyrs again.
Yep, okay.
Same target. If you hand over all the cherub models.
Yeah, I'll check your baby in a minute. Hit on freeze. 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. It wounds. 6-up save? No.
How many you got left?
2. Now it's got 1.
Bloody thing, die!
Oh dear. And you can only get rid of 1 cherub per phase, can't you, or something?
Yeah, I can't pop them both. Sadly.
That's unfortunate. So the Rhino and the Hellbrute both live. I thought at least one of them would be dead. Because I thought you might have chucked the Monkey Melter into the Rhino as well. But
no, I want to get rid of the Hellbrute. The Hellbrute's more frightening than the Rhino.
well, yeah, I mean, Rhinos aren't frightening, but the cargo might be. Because, of course, if you cracked it open, you've got heavy bolters up there. But never mind. You've got your bolter team. What are they going to shoot at?
So
I'll have a think.
we'll go these.
Okay, so this team here, heavy bolters and bolters into the warp talons, and then you've got a combi plasma. You're going to supercharge the plasma and take a couple of wounds off the Rhino. So start with the plasma.
Yep.
So you hit on freeze, and if you get a 1, she's dead. Well, that's a double 1, so she's doubly dead. Is that a thing? And then you have 12 heavy bolter shots into the warp talons. I'm assuming you want to start with them first, rather than the normal bolters.
Yep.
Okay, so shooting the warp talons, I've spent a CP on Winds of the Warp to make me -1 to hit because they advanced. So that's nice. So you're hitting on 4s now. Starting with the heavy bolters. So looking for 4s. And you didn't actually get any 3s, but you did get lots of 2s and 1s. Which is interesting.
And a bit depressing.
Yes, but you hit 5 times. And you're winning on 3s. 6 is to extra AP. And you've wounded just twice. And because of armor, content with the fact that I'm in a ruin, they're 2-up saves. So, there we go. And then you have 5 bolter shots. Yes. Hit on 4s. So you've hit twice. And then these will be winning on 4s. And that'll be 2-up saves.
1 armor save then.
All good. So, yeah, okay. Well, I'm not sure why the Hellbrute survived, but it did. Actually, I do know why the Hellbrute survived. Because your damage rolls were terrible.
Yeah, my dice.
4d6 damage, and most of them were 1s and 2s. Didn't really help. Because the 2s became 1s anyway.
Yeah, it was like, really?
Yes, that was unexpected. Is that your shooting done? Have you run out of gun?
Yes, I've run out of gun.
And you were thinking about maybe charging over there? Into the Terminators?
Yes.
Maybe? But you do get a miracle dice because you've killed something. So let's see what you get there.
I get a 3.
Not going to help you for your charge, is it, really?
No.
A 6 would have been nice.
Yes.
Well, let's do some measuring, and then we'll be back. Right, so we've done some measuring. It's a 9-inch charge for the propensity to get into your Terminators? My Terminators. I'm the heretic. And I'm overwatching, because I've got a billion combi bolter shots and a heavy flamer, and why not? So, yeah, let's start with D6 plus 2 heavy flamer shots. For 7. So it's strength 5, so I'm assuming winning on freeze.
Yeah.
So there we go. So that is 5 at -1 from the heavy flamer.
So that is 5. 6 ups, followed by 5 up trucks.
Do they have a 5-up save normally, do they?
I have a 6 up in front and 5 up truck.
Yeah, so 6 ups. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. So you didn't make any of the 6 ups. Now you're looking for 5 ups. Ooh, negative. So that's 5 dead so far.
That's really painful.
Let's shoot some melters at them. Hit on 6s. Rerolling 1s because of the imprints. Nope, melt was miss. Okay, now I've got a lot of combi bolt shots. Right, many bolters, hitting on 6s, and exploding on 6s, and rerolling 1s. So let's do that. Let's reroll the 1s. And then all the 6s explode because chaos. So 6 6s makes 12 hits. Winning on 3s, toughness 3.
Yeah.
Failed a few wounds though, but it's still 8. 8 at no AP. So 8 6 ups followed by 5 ups, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see if we can do better than last time.
Yes, well, can't do any worse. You made A6 so far.
So that means 1.
And then 5 ups. And oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I believe that's 7 dead. I think that's the squad.
Yep.
Oh dear. Repent! Didn't get a chance. Oh dear. Any other charges?
No.
No, but you do get a miracle dice.
Because Repentia give 1 at the point they die.
Yeah, and that is a, what's that, a 1?
1.
Well, that's good for morale. And that's the end of your turn. Okay, interesting. We'll work out some points and we'll be back for, I was going to say about Legion. Creations of Bile, turn 2, see what they can do. Okay, and we're back. Creations of Bile, turn 2. I had 3 objectives, so I got 8 primary points. So it's now 11 to 3, because you got 3 for Defend the Shrine last turn, which is that objective in there. And I had the 3 for Psychic Interrogation. Command phase, both got a CP, and that was about it, really. To be honest, I didn't do any other things in my command phase this turn. And then lots of movement happened, because Creations of Bile have lots of movement. Got my Marines out the Rhino. I've parked them in front of all your sisters over here. I've also shuffled the Rhino just a little bit. And the Warped Hands jumped from in that ruin to the side of that ruin there to deal with all these bolter nonsense up there, basically. The Marines that were on the back objective ran into there on that objective. And then my Hellbrutes have come central along with the Havocs to get onto that objective there. All advancing, so none of that's going to be shooting, but I needed things on the home objective as well as on that one. So that's basically the only way I could do it, really. And with a bit of luck, their shooting won't really matter this turn because I'm planning on charging and killing lots of things all over the place. Speaking of things all over the place, I'm also all the way over here. So the Terminators have moved. They're nice 6 inches. Deer Prince has flown over there, his extra inch as well. And I'm looking at potentially killing the Repentia Superior in combat, killing them in combat and also shooting. And the Obliterate has also dropped down next to Fabulous Bill. Unfortunately, he can't jab them in the arm because they're not core. But that's a thing. So, yes. Lots of bolters and melters and Obliterate shots coming in over here before the charges. And then over here, lots of bolters coming in before the charges. So that's the movement phase. Let's get into the Psychic. I'm just going to do a Psychic Interrogation into your Superior Lady.
Before you go any further,
yes.
I'm going to put a CP.
Yes.
And I'm going to put 5 blessed heart on the Exorcist, as he is within 12 of it, because I've just measured. If you fail, you will suffer Pearls of the Warp.
So if I fail my Psychic test,
yep.
I get Pearls of the Warp.
Yep.
You realise it's Warp Charge 4 and I'm getting +1 a cast.
You could still fail.
Okay. Fine. Okay.
If you roll a double 1, or a 1 or 1 in the 2.
It's gone off. It's an 11. And it's undeniable. So
It's worth a go.
So that's gone off. And it's got me a CP. So now I'm up to 2. Which is very, very nice. And now we shall move into the shooting phase.
Yep.
Okay, starting with the Brick of Terminators. I'm shooting all of the bolters into your Exorcist. I'm shooting the 3 melters and the heavy flamer into your warsuits. I'm going to start with all the bolter shots because there's many, and I've put all the dice in my hand. So I'm going to be hitting on 3s, 6s explode, and I'm rerolling 1 stack as a Demon Prince. So let's reroll those 2 1s, like that. Remove the 2s and any remaining 1s, and I got 2 6s. So that many hits. And then I'm wounding next to some 5s, because, you know, it's a tank and I'm shooting a bolter at it.
Yeah.
But, ooh, that's not bad.
In previous editions, I've been wounding on 6s.
Yes. For 8 free up saves on your tank.
8 free ups, you say?
8 free ups.
1, 2, 3, 4.
8 free up saves. I've only done 1 wound to it so far, didn't I? So it's got plenty left.
Yeah.
But it has lost 4. I'll take that. Right, 3 combi melters into your war suits. Hit on 3s. 6s explode, so assault weapons. Rerolling 1s. Nothing exploded, but they will hit. So I'll take that. Wounding on 3s.
Yep.
2 wounds, 2 5-up saves. Sort of -4 on Armor of Contempt. Being the lovely thing that it is. So 2 5-ups on your war suits. Made them both. Very nice.
About time.
But things are going to continue getting hot because I'm going to shoot heavy flame at them now. 4 6 shots. Which wound on... Cause they're toughness more than 5, aren't they?
Yeah.
5s. 5 to wound. No wounds. Okay. So that's Terminator's done. They've wounded a tank, and that's it. Okay. Well, I've got obliterators, so let's use them. Right, I've had a think. My obliterators are going to shoot your tank, basically, because the damage 2 profile, which I think would be better because the number of shots and things could go into your war suits, but you've got -1 damage. And my damage 4 shots would be really good into them because they're 4 wounds, but again, you've got -1 damage. So I don't think I'd kill the unit if I shot the big shots at them. And with them, I only have 3D 3 shots. So it could be like 3 shots. So instead, I'm going to shoot the middle profile at your tank. So it'll be 3D 3 plus 9 shots. So let's do that. So this is why I didn't do the small profile, because otherwise it would have been 3 shots. But instead it's going to be 3 plus 3 for each guy. So that many shots into your tank. Hitting on 3s. 6s won't explode because it's not a rapid fire weapon. It's strength 7, so 4s to wound, I'm assuming. And then it's -2, but it becomes -1. So 5 4-up saves. Each one's damage 2. He's got 6 left. So it's got 2 wounds left.
Yeah.
2 went through. So it's got 2. Okay, so it's very crippled, but it's not dead. That's fine.
It is hitting on 5s now, though. So.
Yeah. So I think I'm happy with that. Over here, I've got no shooting to do. Let's move over to a million bolter shots. So, moving over to this side, starting with the Rhino Havoc Launcher into your bigger unit, so it'll be minimum 3 shots with the Blast Havoc Launcher. Combi Melter just shooting straight at the ladies next to him with the melters. So let's just start with the Combi Bolter. So hitting on 3s, 6s explode. Hit you once. I wounded on a 3. I wounded. 3-up save.
Going to use a miracle dice on that.
Okay, cool. Right, have a launcher into the other squad for D6, minimum 3. So hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s. Nope, so the Rhino's done nothing, but it is a Rhino. And I'll move on to the next squad full of bolters, shooting at all the multi-melters. Right, all the bolters from the first squad into the Retributors, hitting on 3s, 6s explode. So I've missed a few times, but I've got a 6. And then I'm wounding on 3s. Lots of 6s, shame they don't mean anything. 5 3-up saves. Three of them go down. Oh dear.
It's going to be painful.
Right, 2 Retributors remain. Rinse and repeat. Other Legionnaire squad into the Retributors. Hitting on 3s. 6s explode. I've missed twice, but I've exploded twice. There we go. Now wounding on 3s. 4 7 free up saves on the two ladies.
The Emperor protects.
He does protect. They're alive. Not even a scratch.
Perfect.
Okay, that's fine. Right. I believe that is my shooting phase over.
Correct.
So now I'm going to start doing some
Have
charges.
they got shots?
No, they've got lightning claws. They won't shoot you, they'll just rip your face off.
You sure they don't have pistols or grenades?
Nothing.
Wow.
Absolutely nothing. They've got claws as fingers. They can't really throw grenades. Think about it. Right.
They technically can.
Well, anyway. Right. Rhino is going to charge your Retributors.
Got no CP to overwatch, so...
No, but I'll just charge into you anyway. So then if you want to shoot with the melters, you've got to fall back and spend the CP. The unit over there is going to charge those sisters. They're in because they're right next to you. And then the unit in the middle is going to charge the Retributors, the Palatine, and the big unit. Because if you don't charge the Palatine, you'll hurt me intervene anyway. So I might as well charge all of them, and they're in.
Wow. If
Right.
it fails, it might make you terminate its charge harder.
Maybe. Right, the Warp Talons have just gone into them. That was a foregone conclusion. They've all gone in like that. And then, yeah, as we were just discussing, the Demon Princes have 3 inch charge into your war suits. And Terminators have got 4 into the Repentry Superior. So, yeah, Demon Prince is furthest forward. So he can go in first. He needs a 3. That's why I'll spend the CP.
That's the other reason why you're doing first.
So he's going in. And the Terminators need a 4. So they're in. There we go. Right, so I think made their charges, just about. I'll start with the Rhino. I've piled in. I'm going to drive into your Retributors. I'm hitting on 6s. I think it wants with a Rhino.
Ouch.
It's going to wound you on a 2. It wounds. Free up save.
I'm going to use Miracle Dice, which will get me 2 points at the end of the turn.
Okay, alright, cool. I will move on to the unit of Legionnaires. Right, let's start with this Legionnaire squad next to this big unit of sisters. Punching you in the face with most of them and chopping you into pieces with the other one. Hitting on freeze. No explodings or anything just yet, because it's only turn 2. And then I'll be winning you on freeze because your sisters doing it for yourselves. So that is 7 free up saves.
7 free up saves, you say?
7 free up saves.
The Emperor protects.
So 2 die. Okay.
2 die. So now I roll 2 dice.
And if you get 6s, I take mortal wounds, yeah. I take a mortal wound. So 2 of yours die, and I take a mortal wound. Nice. That's because of your Sacred Right thing, if anyone's wondering.
Yeah.
Right, next unit of Legionnaires. I've piled in. I'm getting as many as I can into your Retributors because I want them dead. So that's 4 of them. And then 1 into the unit over there. So let's try and finish off those Retributors. So I kill a unit in combat. That's the plan here. Get points, kill units in combat. So I'm hitting on freeze. Quite a few misses. And I'm winning on freeze. Not very good. 2 free ups.
Oh, the Emperor protects.
And they're both dead. That's perfect efficiency. But on 6s, you do mortal wounds to me. No. And then the final guy hitting your other unit there. On freeze. 6s aren't exploding yet. Winning on freeze. 1 wound, 1 free up. You're fine. Okay. Okay. Warp Talons into that unit of sisters with all the bolters and things. Many attacks. Hitting on freeze. Many hits, winning on freeze and re-rolling because claws. Out of the way. That many. 4, 8, 12, 14 at -2. So 14 4-up saves on your ladies.
12.
14 4-ups. Can they survive? Let's find out. So there's what, 10 of them? I don't think I've wounded any of them yet, have I?
Well, one killed itself.
Oh yes, there's 9. Okay.
The Emperor protects.
4 ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 die. So yeah, 7 dice and 6s. Mortal wounds to me. 1 mortal wound to me, and 7 of yours are dead. Not bad. Right, the warp talons have consolidated. There's just 2 sisters left of that squad, so morale's going to be a thing. Going over to this side now, I've got the Demon Prince into the war suit. So he's got 6 attacks, and he's strength 10 because Creations of Art and Prime Tusk subject. So we're hitting the on 2s and wounding the on 2s with these 6 attacks with his sword. Hit you every time. And I'm winning you on 2s. And I've wounded you every time. So that'll be 6 saves, an AP 3, which becomes AP 2. So 6 4-up saves, damage 3, which becomes damage 2. So 6 saves, 4 ups. For every 2 fails, one of them's dead. So
the Emperor protects.
Should kill at least one, I think. But let's see. So you've dropped 3 saves, so it's average. So one's dead and one's on 2 wounds.
Yep.
And now, because one of your models have died, you can roll the dice and do a mortal wound. Which you do. Nice. Well, nice for you. It's annoying for me, but there we go.
Yep.
And then with his talon as well to go in, hitting on a 2, wounding on a not that. So that's fine. So he's killed one of them, put one of them down a half. That's fine. And then I've got all the Terminators hitting your Sister Superior. And let's remember, all the Terminators are getting an extra attack because of Bile. So I've got a bazillion attacks. So let's do that. Right, Terminators into the Sister Superior. This is all the attacks for just the Accursed weapons, because the Accursed weapon gives me an extra attack, and they're getting an extra attack, and they have 3 attack space. So, yay. So they're hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because the Demon Prince is right next to them, as if I need it, but for everyone's sake, I'll do it. There we go, I've dropped 3 attacks. And then my Terminator is a strength 5 normally, because I'm Creations of Bile. So strength 6 with a Cursed weapon.
So you're winning on 2s.
So I'm winning on 2s. And I can't pick up all the dice. Right, so winning on 2s. Here we go. Can't read all the 1s. That is many at AP 3. So 6, 9, 12, 15, 17. AP 3, which becomes AP 2. So, yeah, that many 5-up saves. Right, 1,000,000 5-up saves. Well, it's not 1,000,000, it's 17, but it'll feel like 1,000,000 for her, bless her.
I need them all. Almost. Anyway, the Emperor protects.
I think, yeah, she's dead.
She's well and truly dead. Well,
there we go. Right, fight backs. The war suits into the Demon Prince. We have maces. Hit on 4s, because they're -1 hit, apparently.
yeah.
So that's a thing. Oh dear. Well, I mean, they would have missed regardless. So you've got 3 hits.
I'm gonna make use of my order to reroll on these hits.
Oh yeah.
Not that it helped.
No. And you're winning on 3s because your strength more than 7. So 2. 2 4-ups because of Armour of Contempt and AP 2. And I'm Zinch, so I'll just turn that to damage 0 because that's how we do that. And then you've got some fightbacks over here with your sisters and things. Right, 2 sisters into the warp challenge. I don't think much is going to happen, but let's find out. You've hit me once. You will wound me on a 5, I'm guessing. Strength 3, yeah.
Yep.
New, okay, and then we'll move on to. Do you want to do the big unit first or the?
No, hang on, let's reroll that wound just in case.
Oh yeah, because of your thing. Nope. Character or squad?
Let's start with the character.
Okay, so she's going to stab these chaps here with her sword. Yep. Cool. So she has what? 4 attacks? 3 attacks?
3 attacks.
3 attacks. Okay.
So
hit on 2s or 3s?
3s because she's the lieutenant.
Oh, okay, right. So hit on 3s, and you can reroll 1 if you need to. No, don't need to. And then you'll go up to strength 4, so you'll be winning on 4s. 3. That's good. AP 3 goes into AP 2, so 5-up saves. You've killed one of them.
Yay!
Well done, milady. And then you've got your squad there. Right, this sister squad here hitting the unit that's already wounded. So you hit on 4s because, well, your sisters doing it for themselves. You've hit a good number of times though, even if you missed twice.
I'm gonna hold the reroll there. In fact, no, I'm gonna use.
Didn't help.
Didn't help, but worth a go.
Wounding on 5s. Just the 1. Oh dear. Well, I've got a guy who's wounded. You never know. He's fine. And then so that's them done. And then yeah, you've done all your fight backs, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the end of the turn. So I think I've nicked this objective because I've got 10 and you've only got 7 or 8. So I've nicked that objective. So that's some points for Long War. I've killed a unit in combat. I've killed a character in combat for Specimens of the Spider. And I got my psychic interrogation off. So I'll add up some points and we'll be back for Sisters. Turn 2.
Yeah. To
see what they can do. Okay, so we're back. Sisters of Battle turn 2. At the end of my turn, I had some points. So I had 2 points for nicking an objective with the Long War. I had 2 points for nicking an objective in your territory for the primary, 3 psychic interrogation, and 5 for the Bile one, Specimens for the Spider, because I killed a character in combat and a unit in combat. So I'm up to 23 points. That was a good turn for me. Start of your turn, you had just 4 points for having 2 objectives. And you did actually get 3 points in my turn for Leap of Faith as well. So scoring points in my turn is good. So it's 23 to 10, but you guaranteed at least another 3 for Defend the Shrine. And you're going to push back with lots of sisters. You do still have many, many infantry on the table. So let's see what happens. In terms of movement and things, you've fallen back with this unit here, but you've got a strat where you can spend a CP and fall back and shoot. So you're doing that. The rookies, what are they called? The Initiates or something? Novelites. They've advanced from there. They're going to try and shoot me in the back with some auto guns, because why not? You've done some shuffling in here with all your sisters, protecting your shrine, and you're going to do lots of shooting with them. The war suits have stayed in combat because they're vehicles, they can shoot me in the face.
Yeah.
And your tank's reversed a little bit and probably going to shoot at the Terminators or Obliterators or something over there. So maybe, or maybe something else, who knows.
I'm more likely to kill Terminators or Obliterators at this point.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Interesting, because they're -1 to wound, you see. So, interesting. But yeah, so a bit of moving, bit of shuffling. I'm ready for the pushback. Shooting phase, where would you like to start? I mean, the war suits have got 1 target.
Yeah.
You want to start with them?
Let's start over here. Yep, the war suits.
So you've got 4 shots, and you -1 to hit, so hitting on 4s, I'm guessing?
That's for the multi-motors, but we've still got the grenade launchers to shoot as well.
Oh, the grenade launchers blast, though?
No.
No?
Because they are crack grenades.
Oh, you're going to shoot crack grenades at me as well. Okay, what would you like to shoot with first?
So they're Assault 2.
Okay.
Blast.
Okay. What do you want to do first, melters or grenades?
Let's do the grenades first.
Okay, probably a wise choice because Zinch is a thing.
So, hitting on 3s.
Yes. So that is 1 hit so far.
That's a bit naff. I am... No.
I'm toughness 7.
Yeah, so 5s.
It's a wound. AP?
Would be -1, but with armor contempt.
I'm fine.
Dash. Yeah.
So 4 melter shots. These will be hitting on 4s. So you've hit twice. You do still have a reroll in your pocket. You're going for it.
We'll go for it.
So 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound. I'll fail it, but it's damage 0 because I've got the markers inch. So that's my 1 for this turn done. So I can't do that in combat now. But obviously I'll hit you first. So that could be a thing. Next thing to shoot.
Next thing to shoot, let's shoot the Exorcist.
And what's that going to shoot at? You've got a choice of Terminators or Obliterators. Neither of which is really a good target to shoot at. Well, they're good targets, but yeah. What would you prefer?
Let's shoot the Terminators.
Shoot the Terminators. I suppose they're right in front of you. Yeah. Okay, what would you like to start with?
Heavy bolt first. Hit on 5s.
Oh yeah, because you're injured. Well, that's missed every time.
Yeah. 3d3 for the missiles.
So what's that? 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, that's alright.
It's better than last time.
Hitting on 5s. Yeah, the difference was last time you were hitting on 3s. You hit me 3 times, that's not bad. And then you would be winning on 2s normally, but you're winning on 3s now. So I don't know if you want to try and reroll a hit of a 5.
Reroll a hit.
Aha, 4 hits, there we go. Winning on 3s now, because of the -1 to wound. 2. It's at AP...
one's at AP2, one's at AP3.
Okay, so 3 up and a 4 up. So 3 up, 4 up. Oh, well, there we go. So that's your tank done. Moving across to your sisters in the ruin.
Yeah.
So what have you got there in that unit? You've got loads of melters and flamers and all sorts of things going on here.
And we got the characters and all sorts of things.
Okay.
Well, we'll start with the 10-go unit closest to the Terminators.
Okay.
Everything, but not the bolter half of the car. Well, everything, because there isn't a combi melter on that squad. So multi-melter, melter.
And all the bolters.
Into them.
Into the Terminators. Cool. Okay, what does that start with?
Let's start with the melt gun.
Melt gun. Okay. It hits. It's wound on a 3, so -1 a wound. It's wounded.
That'll do.
Yeah, that goes through. D6 plus 2 from that range. So, I mean, 1's dead, even if you get a 1. So it's 1 dead at least.
Multi-melter next.
So let's pick someone up. Maybe him. Or him. But yeah, multi-melter. Oh, well, you can reroll hit rolls of 1, can't you? Because you got your lady there. That helped. So you got a hit.
Yeah. And I can't use the other reroll on the other one.
Okay. And you're winning on 3s, because it would be 2s normally. It's a wound. Didn't make the invulnerable save, D6 plus 2, and everyone's dead. Right, so we fired all the bolters from that squad. You actually caused a wound, so that's a bit cheeky. Then moving on to your next unit, you've got like a 5-man unit there.
Yeah. Shoot
the melter and the bolters at the Terminator. And the multi-melter is going to reach out and try and finish off this Hellbrute.
Yep, so we'll do the multi-melter first.
Yeah.
Because this is the important one.
Okay.
So hit and freeze.
Yeah, and rerolling 1s. Yeah. It's both hit. Nice. Winning on 3s. Both wound. 6 up saves because I'm up on 10. I don't make them. So 2d6 damage. Unless it's both 2s, I'm alive. No, I'm dead.
Which means I finally get something for Sleeper Heretic.
And he blows up.
Even
He
better.
does a mortal wound to things. Right, dead Hellbrute, 1 wounded Havoc, and then you've got your other melter and then all your bolters. What do you want to start with?
Let's start with the melter.
Okay. Well, that misses.
We'll use my squad's reroll on that.
And still miss.
miss.
Right.
And
We'll do the
now
bolters and come back. Right, we did the small arms from here. You managed to finish off the Terminator that was wounded. With and you that was with your Canoness with a plasma pistol, which is quite nice. Did some pistols over here. You managed to kill the Wartime that was on a wound as well, actually, which was a bit cheeky. So we're moving on to one of these units here now. What do you want to start with?
Well, we'll do the Lone Sister with the Storm Bolter first.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because it's damage 2, isn't it?
Oh,
There is a guy on a wound on that unit. This unit's in combat.
Yeah. We'll come back to her.
Okay, what do you want to start with?
We'll do the squad with all the auto weapons.
Yes, okay, right. So they're all in rapid fire range, so you got 20 shots, I guess.
Well, 1 bolt gun.
Oh, one's got a bolt gun. Okay.
1 bolt gun, 8 auto guns, and an auto pistol.
Okay, we'll do the bolt gun first. Snake eyes, right. Next.
In fact,
no, still snake eyes.
still second. Oh well, that's the reroll used.
So then you've got 8 times 2 plus you've got 17 shots. Right, 17 also shots into that squad. Here we go, and they're hitting on 4s?
Freeze.
3 still, okay. What are they worse at then if they're just rookies?
Armor save.
Ah, okay, they've got a 4 up save, have they? Interesting.
Yep, that is literally it.
Interesting.
And a slightly worse leadership if the squad leader's dead.
Oh, I see.
Should have actually given the rerolls to them, actually. Never mind. Didn't think about that at the time.
Well, you fit quite a few. Okay. And then you're moving on 5, so just water guns. You've got a few wounds through. 4? Looks like 4.
Yep, 4.
4 5-ups.
Yeah,
So-
because the extra EP means nothing.
Yep, so for updates, 2 wounds. Cheeky. So the guy that was wounded, and you wounded another one. Very nice.
That means the Battle Sister Squad that fell out of combat is going to fire.
Okay, cool. What are you going to start with? Because there you've got, that's the Flamer squad, isn't it?
Yeah, so we've got a Flamer, Combi Flamer and a Heavy Flamer.
Nice.
Let's start with a Heavy.
Alright, so D6 shots for 4, so they've all hit. And so 4 wounding on 4s. And if you get any 6s, you actually get AP, which is nice. So it'll go to AP 2.
Wounding on 4s.
Oh no, Heavy Flamer, wounding on 3s. Sorry, strength 5, aren't they? Strength
6 for sisters.
Well, yeah, well, either way it's 3s. Wounding on 3s, the Heavy Flamer. So you've got 2, and one of them is a 6. Do you want to do reroll on that? Of course, you can reroll the ones anyway because of your.
Palatine, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you've got 2 6s and 2 normal saves. Okay. So 2 4-ups and 2 3-ups.
Yep.
So 3-ups, 4-ups. Well, I failed all of those. You killed 2 more guys. Right, 2 flamers.
Strength 5 because sisters.
Yes. So you're getting 4 shots with them. Got just 3 wins left in that unit, so this is interesting.
So wounding on 3s.
Yes. So 2, no AP. Do you want to use your reroll on one of those?
Yeah.
No, no difference. So 2 threats. Saved. Then you've got 3 repulsors, so 6 bolt shots. And but were they -1 to hit when you fell back or not?
No.
Okay.
But one of them will be
But the combi
-1
flamer.
hit.
Okay, did you want to do the one that's -1 hit first then?
Yeah.
So 2 shots for that one hit on 4s. Both hit. And then moving on 4s. You can reroll the 1s. So nope, and then you've got 6 more shots hit on 3s. And that'll be that squad done. So hitting on 3s. Very nice, they've all hit. And reading on 4s. Reading on the 1s. So 3 threats. All saved. Okay, I'm making some saves now. Right. And then you've got your Stormbolter lady. Yeah. And you've got this unit here. And you've got your Rhino. I don't think your Rhino's a Ranger benefit, to be fair. Maybe. We'll get to the Rhino in a minute. What do you want? Did you want to do the Lone Ranger?
Yeah. Which I forgot to fire last round, but never mind.
I can't remember. We've hit twice. Do you want to reroll one of those?
Yeah.
Hit 3 times.
Wounding on 4s.
Wounding on 4s.
Rerolling the 1s.
Just the 1. It's a 3-up, it's damage 2. That's a guy to wound anyway. So he's dead. There's just the champion after that unit now. Which is interesting.
Just Billy, I can't charge him.
No, because they fell back and they advanced. Yeah, and then I'm in the way for her to charge, but she could charge the other unit, I guess, in a minute. So you've got this unit here, and you've got the Rhino. So we'll do some measuring, and I guess we'll come back. Right. The Rhino shot the Rhino, nothing happened, surprise, surprise. This unit, trying to finish off that one guy there. So, yeah, heavy bolter. Hitting on the 3s. All hit, nice.
That's nice.
You're winning on 3s. And that's nice as well. Did you want to use the reroll there?
Might as well.
3. So 3 ups. He's dead.
Which means Western shots fizzled, but well.
But yeah, but you killed him. So you've killed a unit. Any charges? Because I don't think you've got any more shots left, have you? All I can think of is shot with your characters. So yeah, any charges anywhere?
I think it's just that.
The Lone Ranger.
Yeah, so she'll join the Palatine in combat.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, before we forget.
Oh, miracle dice.
Because I destroyed something.
Yes.
A 4.
Nice.
Be useful to go with the 5 and 2.
Could be useful. Any other charges, or is that it?
No, that will be it.
Okay, well, You can hit with her first then, I guess.
Okay, hit on 4s.
It hits.
Wounding on 5s.
Yes. Make sure you can re-roll. Oh, cheeky.
1 item save.
Wounds 1. Brilliant. Right, okay, so I will pick next. And I think I will go... Don't know if you actually do much to the Demon Prince. Or do I go with the unit over there? I think I'll go with the unit over here. I think I'll put everything into your Palatine. Right, I'm starting with the unit of Legionnaires down here. I've spent a CP on Adepta Sororitas Emperor, so I'm rerolling all my hits. So hitting on freeze, rerolling everything. Because I want the Power Sword lady dead, because 1, she's got a Power Sword, and 2, she's giving you lots of rerolls. So let's see if I can get rid of her. 6s aren't exploding just yet. They will be in my next turn. I'm hitting on freeze. Oh, so 3, 6, 9, 3 up saves. Is it enough? Is it enough?
Let's see.
Because you haven't got any CP, have you?
No.
No.
Have miracle dice.
You do have miracle dice.
So let's see how we're doing.
Okay.
So first one.
Passed. 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 They're all 4 so far. 4. Still a pass, but it's not a 4. It's a fail. It's another pass. It's another fail. So she's lost just 2 wounds.
Still got 1 to roll, but I'm going to use a miracle dice.
Okay, so she's lost 2 wounds.
Yep.
Cool. So she's got
2 left.
2 left. Cool. Okay. Right, moving over to the war suits into the Demon Prince. Here we go. So hit me your mace things. Hitting on 4s.
Wish I was martyred lady because I'd be hitting on 3s now.
We've got 3 of them. Thinking about a reroll, aren't you?
Yes.
Ooh, try again.
In the tray.
No. So 4 hits. And then what did you win on last time?
Oh, strength 9, so...
So it was freeze, yeah. I thought it was freeze. So winning on freeze. 3. Okay, that's not bad. And they're -2, aren't they?
Yeah.
So it'll be 4 ups. And I've already done my Zinch thing. So they do go through. How much damage are they each?
3 damage apiece.
Right. It's a command point, one of those. That's better. I'll take 3 damage. Warp Talon's into the unit up there now. The Demon Prince is on 5 wounds, so he's doing alright. They're hitting these sisters on 3s. And then I'm winning on 3s. Re-rolling. So 4, 8, 10, -2. So 10 4-up saves on 2 wounds. Got 10 dice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
4-up saves. It's possible. I've seen it done before.
The Emperor protects.
No, they did. Do they do mortal wounds back to me? Yes, they do a mortal wound back to me. So at least they did something. Right, Palatine hitting the Legionnaires now.
So hit on 3s.
Hit on freeze. I hit twice.
We'll use the reroll now. That'll do.
Hit every time, nice. And then you're winning on 4s. Just the 1. 5-up save. One of them is wounded. And now he's dead. Right, moving on to the Demon Prince now, and I think that's the last one for the combat. So hitting your war suits on 2s. Missed 2, brilliant. And winning on 2s gives you 10. So 4 at -3 becomes -2. 4 up saves. Damage 3, which becomes damage 2 each. Thinking about miracle dice.
Which would get me a point.
It will get you a point.
Yes.
So you can save the first one. So you got 3 4-ups. So one of them that was wounded is dead, and the other one is now on 2 wounds.
Yep.
And then I'll hit with my Talon, which hits and wounds, but you will get a, I think it's a 2-up save against a Talon. Then what show you pay? Yeah, 2-up save. Oh, it's damage 2, which comes damage 1, luckily for you. So you've got 1 left on a wound. Very lucky. So that's the end of your turn, isn't it?
And that's a point.
It's a point.
And I do a mortal wound back.
And you do a mortal wound back to me, yeah, because of your sacred right thing. So he's on 4 now. Okay, so you're getting there with him. You're getting there with the Terminators. And you sorted me out over here a little bit. So yeah, we'll work out some points and things, and we'll be back for Chaos turn 3. Right, Creations of Bile turn 3. We both got command points, because that's how that works. I had 3 objectives, but that's only 8 points in this mission, so 8 more points for me, putting it up to 31 to 16. Because the Sisters of Battle scored some for Slay the Heretic and Defend the Shrine, and some for Leap of Faith and things. In terms of movement and things, the Rhinos inch forwards a little bit, the Warp Turns have jumped down there. I'm going to keep the Legionnaires in combat, because yes, they're going to hit after the Palatine hits, but they've got bolt pistols, and you know, they could shoot. And even if you kill me, I can hit you anyway, because I'm Creations of Bile. My Marines and Havocs here have moved, as has the Hellbrute, so I can shoot things out of the ruin at the squad over there, or that squad there. That's the plan back here. Over here, the Obliterators and Fabius Bile just inch forwards a little bit. All the Terminators are lining up outside the ruin, ready to sort of shoot and murder what's on the inside. And Demon Prince is staying in combat. And I'm going to spend a CP on the Demon Prince right now in the Psychic phase, so that you can do a Psychic action and a Psychic power, because he's Zinch. That's how that works. And he's just going to smite your Warsuit.
Or try to.
Which doesn't go off. But at least it's not a Perils. So we'll just do a Psychic action then on your Hospitaller. Why not? And that Perils is. Brilliant. That was a CP well spent. I take D3 wounds. For 1. Brilliant. So I spent a CP to do nothing, except for give myself a mortal wound. Glorious.
Excellent.
Glorious. So no Psychic interrogation this turn. Oh poo. Let's do some shooting. 2 bolt pistols from that squad into your into the Lone Ranger. Hit on freeze. Wounding on freeze. 1 3-up save for your Lone Ranger. Thinking about doing a miracle. It's a miracle.
I am. And I will.
Okay, so she passes her save. That's fine. Okay, well, I've got many bolt guns here, but let's not do them just yet. Let's start with the multi-melter from the Hellbrute into your unit of White Sisters over there. So Hellbrute, multi-melter, hitting on freeze. Both hit. Reading on 2s. He's rerolling 1s if you needed to. That's 2 at -4, so 2 6-up saves on those Sisters. Because Armor Contempt and Vulnerable saves and things. 2 6s, 2 dead. Splat. So that's 2 from that unit dead. We'll get them in a moment. And I've got many bolters into them as well. 5 bolters hitting on freeze. 6s aren't exploding now because I'm going into the combat one. The win on freeze, like that, and you get a 3-up save.
Got to roll now, because my miracle dice is a 2. Saved.
So that's saved, that's fine. Okay, I've got some Havocs with things, so let's do that. I've got 2 missile launchers and a las cannon in that ruin, so let's shoot all of them at them as well. 2 frag missiles and a las cannon. Let's start with the frag missiles. So D6 for the first one, D6 for the second one. which will become minimum 3, because there's 5 in the unit now, actually, so that's just 4 shots.
Yeah, and don't we get 2 already dead?
Yes, well, it's definitely not minimum 3 then, is it? But I'm hitting you on 3s. And they'll wound you on 3s, even though they're fragment cells, because your toughness 3. So that's 2 free-up saves. So that's another 2 dead. Oh dear. So there's just 1 left. No, there's 6. There's 2 left. Last cannon. That misses. Okay, so there's 2 sisters remaining. Okay, so there's 2 left in that unit. Let's shoot them with a rhino. So I've got Combi Volta in rapid fire range. Which hits twice. And wounds twice. 2 free-up saves.
The Emperor protects.
So another one goes down, and then I've got the Havoc Launcher for 6 shots.
Oh dear.
Didn't want to see that. Hitting on 3s. Probably didn't want to see that either. Winning on 3s. All that. 4 free-up saves. And yeah, so the unit has finally been wiped.
Yeah.
Okay, moving over to the Terminators here. The 3 furthest away, or nearest to the tank, are all the combi melters. So they're going to shoot your tank, finish it off. It's only got 2 wounds. And I've got combi bolters and heavy flamers into the unit, essentially the other side of the wall underneath there. So melters into your tank, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s for Demon Prince. And 6s are exploding in the combat he thinks it's an assault weapon. So we'll hit you 3 times. Winning on 3s, like that. 3 at -4 equals -3. So 3 5-up saves. If you fail any, it's dead. It's D6 plus 2 damage from here. It's a dead tank. Does it blow up?
I'm hoping not.
It does. Oh glorious.
Let's go find out loud.
Let's work that out. Right, did the explosion. It killed a couple of sisters and took a couple of ones of the Terminators as well, so that was nice. Combi Bolt was now into that sister squad. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. No 1s, and 6s aren't exploding. But they are winning on 3s. So that's 2. 3 even. 3 2-up saves because you're in a ruin. That's why I was thinking the number 2, because you've got a 2-up save.
Did a miracle dice on the first one?
Cool. And then 2 2-ups. So 1 falls, but does she? You have a shrug. She doesn't. And then I've got Heavy Flamer for D6 plus 2. For 8. Glorious. So wounding on 3s. They will be 2-ups because of Armour of Contempt. So 6 2-up saves.
The Emperor protects.
And 2 go through. We get 2 shrugs. And you make 1 of them. So just 1 more falls. Okay.
1 more bolt.
Okay, moving on to the Obliterators. They're going to shoot this unit up here, actually. The ones that are slightly further away. Because the unit right near the Terminators are probably going to get murdered by the Terminators. So let's shoot the unit that's up there. That's got like a heavy bolter and things. Or actually, what's the middle unit got in there? Is that the one with melters?
Yeah.
Let's shoot that one then. I'm going to shoot the salvo shots. So each one gets D3 plus 3 shots. So that many plus 9. So this many shots hitting on 3s. Can't reroll anything because, you know, they're not cool. That's not bad. And then the strength 7, so I'm winning on 2s. And then the AP2, it goes to AP1 and then you're in cover. So 3-up saves. 8 of them. 8 3-up saves. And each of these is damage 2 as well.
So it's double shrugs.
Double shrugs, yeah. So 8 3-ups first.
The Emperor protects.
So you fail 4, and they're all 1s. Interesting. Okay, so if you want to roll 4, and then if any of them pass the shrugs, you can roll them again, basically.
It's going to kill all but 1.
So, ooh, okay. So roll those 3 again. See if you can chuck 2 bandages on them. No. So yeah, some of them did.
Yep.
Okay, here we are in the charge phase. So I'm going to charge my Terminators. I'm going to charge them into your war suit, because I don't want you hitting my Demon Prince before finish off your wall suit on 1 wound. And then also into the unit that's under here. And the unit under there's got some melters. And because you're in a ruin, you can overwatch on 5s. So you're doing it. So you've got 3 melter shots and a bunch of bolter shots. So melters.
Hit on 5s, rerolling 1s.
Yes. We've got 1 hit. And then you get your free unit reroll thing, don't you? Which doesn't help, unfortunately.
Which doesn't help, but I'll still hope for the fake face.
And then you're winning on freeze because of the -1 to wound. Oh no! Well, you got loads of bolter shots, and I do have a Terminator on a wound. I mean, this unit fights now, or it just gets murdered anyway, so... These Terminators are very angry. They've been jabbed by Fabulous Bill. So, 5s rerolling 1s. Got a couple of 1s. And then get rid of anything that's not a 5. That's not bad. Get an extra 1. So these are wound on 5s because the -1 to wound. Just the 1. I haven't got any CP. I need a short save. Or one of them's dead. No, that was unfortunate. I thought your melters might do some work there. Unfortunately not. 3-inch charge for the Terminators. They've made it, just. Warp Talons are going to go into just the Lone Ranger, not the Palatine. They need a 3 as well. They're in just. God, I'm getting 4s on my charges. My charge rolls have been terrible, but luckily, because I'm quick enough to get closer, I don't always need long charges. Right, so I've charged in. Terminators are going to smash you through the wall. And the Chain Fists are going to deal with your war suit before you have a chance to kill my Demon Prince. So I want him alive because he's doing my psychic interrogation. He's my only psyker. So I need to keep him alive. So I've got this many Chain Fist attacks. And they've got extra attacks because Fabulous Bill gave him a jab earlier. But they're hitting on 4s because they're Chain Fists. But the good thing is, 6s are exploding. They're strength 8 and... No, they're not actually. They're strength 9 because of Fabulous Bill. Extra strength. So I'm winning on freeze. So that is 5. That's -4, which becomes -3. So 5 up saves on your 1 wound. They do flat 3 damage against vehicles as well. Not so it's going to matter if you got 1 wound left.
The Emperor protects. Let's see what happens.
Looking for 5s and lots of them. No.
No, that's a dead warsuit.
Do they blow up? Or do they just do...
but
you could do a mortal wound back. You do.
That's the wound.
Does that go back to the wound that did it? Or just that... The attacking unit takes the mortal wound. So you've killed the Terminator that had a wound, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just checking whether you could pick, because obviously you could have essentially picked the Demon Prince. But you killed the Terminator at least, but your warsuit is dead. And then I've got all the accursed weapon attacks into your Terminators. Oh, actually I've got a Power Fist first, let's do him. So he hits on 4s, and 6s explode.
Ouch.
And he's a strength 9 Power Fist, so they all wound. So that's 5 at -3, which goes -2 to 5 ups. And they damage 2. So throw lots of bandages.
5 ups?
Yeah. So you make a couple. And then 3 shrugs, and if you make any, do them again. No, so that's 3 dead from the Power Fist. Right, so that's some of them dead. Going on with the accursed weapons. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s. Which I forgot about a minute ago, but I don't think I needed it. And 6s are exploding. Lots of 1s and 2s. Lots of 1s and 2s. Only 2 6s. And then these are strength 6 because I'm Bile's creations, so I'm winning on 2s. That many. 3, 6, 9, 10 -3. So 10 5 up saves. All at damage 1 on what remains of the unit under there, which isn't very many.
No.
So 10 5 ups, followed by 6 ups. So you've passed 1? Wow, okay. Lots of 6 ups. Your medic's very busy now after having a very quiet couple of first turns.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, the unit's wiped. Oh dear. I've killed 7 in combat, so on 6s they do mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds back to me. That's alright, isn't it? Could have tell you. Nice.
Yeah, I wish it didn't cost me a unit to do it.
Well, yes. Right, so around here, that unit's wiped. The Terminators have crashed through the wall now and consolidated, because that's cool. Moving around here, Warp Talon's trying to finish off that one Silver Lady from the Dominion squad that blew up in the Rhino earlier. Let's just try and get rid of a unit in combat, because, you know, points and things. And he's on an objective as well. So
we've already killed 2 units in this combat.
But that one's on an objective. So that's long war. I've got two different objectives around killing things in combat off of objectives, basically. Can't re-roll anything. But 6s do explode, and I got 3 6s. Okay. Strength 4, toughness 3, so freeze. And then re-rolling, because claws. I'm so glad they got the re-rolls, because that was not very good. That's better. 4, 8, 11. 4-up saves, because mine's 2, but Hour of Contempt. 11 4-ups. She's only got 1 wound. What can one do against such reckless hate? Join the heresy, I guess. No? Never! Right, go on. 11 4-ups. If you make 11 4-ups, this will be amazing.
The sad thing is, she probably won't even scream if she dies, because Argent Shroud are known for not even uttering a word when they die.
Oh, well, I mean, they're dead. Well, I mean, she's dead. Roll a dice, see if you do a mortal wound back to me. No. Well, she's dead. Right, finish off that unit. Well, I call it a unit. 1 sister. You've got your Palatine now, you can hit my Legionnaires.
Yep, so let's try it.
Give it a go. She hits all the times. Very nice. She's running 4 on 4s because she's got a power sword. And you can reroll one of these. Oh, no wounds though, unfortunately.
That's a little frustrating.
And now I can punch her in the face with my Legionnaires. Right, many attacks from the Legionnaires. Hitting the Palatine back on that objective over there. Hitting on 3s. No rerolls. But 6s do explode. Like that. And I'm winning on 3s because strength 5 toughness 3. So that is 6 3-ups. And she's got 2 wounds left. So statistically, she should die. But you never know, the Emperor could potentially protect.
Let's see. The Emperor protects.
Protects very, very well. She didn't even take a scratch. You go, girl. Right, so this is about term 3. We've done some points and things. I got an extra 2 points into my turn for having an objective in your territory. I've got 2 for specimens for the spider for killing things in combat. 1 for the long war, killing a unit on an objective. So I'm on 36. And at the start of your turn, you got 4 for having 2 objectives. And you also got a couple of a leaf of faith in my turn as well. So it's 36 to 22. And you're guaranteed at least 3 this turn because of your shrine thing. So you're going to be about 10 behind, give or take. But it's still game on, for now at least. But it depends how this goes, really. In terms of movement and things, you've lined up a firing squad for the Terminators. And you spent your 1 CP to bring back a multi-melter from the unit. Which is handy, because now you've got 3 melter shots, essentially, lined up against the Terminators. So that could do some damage. And then your... What are these? Novelites. They're running over here to try and help your poor Palatine, who's all by herself. And you gave them the reroll thing from your Canoness before they ran off, because they're just about in range, because of your Rod of Office, or whatever it is.
Yeah, the Rod of Office. Which I will probably not use again.
Yeah, it's not great, is it, really?
No.
But yeah, so you're lining up over here to kill a few of my models to nick back the objective. And then you're lining up and killing the Terminators. If you kill the Terminators, and you kill a few over there and get a good charge off, it will be a bit of pushback, but I've still got this here, and the Obliterators and the Demon Prince, so we'll have to see how it goes, basically. This is like your last stand, I guess.
Yeah. Realistically.
So we'll have to see how it goes. Where would you like to start first in your shooting phase? Bolt pistol?
Yeah, let's start there.
She's only got 1 target, so you might as well shoot him in the face.
Yep. We'll start over there and work our way around.
Cool.
So, bolt pistol.
Bolt pistol into the Legionnaires. Bang. Oh, it misses. Oh, she get a reroll thing, can't she? Oh. Right, rookies into the Warp Talons? Because I'm assuming you don't want to shoot the Rhino.
No.
No.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is the bolt gun in that squad in range of the Hellwood?
Ooh. Yes, it is. So, okay, so one bolt gun here and the auto guns into the Warp Talons?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's try a lucky bolt gun shot. Here we go. So you got a wound left. You could get it. We've hit. You need the same number again. 5 to wound. You don't. You can use your reroll. Yep.
Yep.
You get a wound. 3 up or death. I do have a CP though. So I could sort of, you know, put your fire out. But I don't need to. Sorry. And then you got many auto gun shots. Let's count them up.
So.
Auto guns and things into my Warp Talons.
Hand freeze.
That's not bad.
Take all the 1s and 2s away.
Not that many. There's another one over there. That's pretty good though.
We get to
a one there.
And they get to re-roll that because of what the canoness gave them.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Which is good. And then moving on.
Z5s. And re-roll them there? Oh, no, I think they're too far away.
Yeah, they're not quite win 6 of her.
No.
So they don't get that.
Well, you didn't get any ones anyway. We got a few wounds through. 3? 4. 4 wounds.
4 armour saves for the Warp Talons.
Yes.
I'm hoping to at least kill the wounded one.
You've killed the wounded one.
Yeah.
Do I CP that? Would be really annoying.
I'd save it for the Terminators.
Well, no, because that doesn't matter, you see. Not really.
But that would be
Not
more
to me.
annoying.
It would be more annoying. But will it though? I'm CPing that 3 up save. Damn it! Could have walked Talon. Right, moving on to the unit here with a multi-melter and a melter. Into the Terminators. They're all in melter range, so here we go. You can reroll the 1. So they've all hit. Very nice. Moving on freeze because of the -1 to wound.
Yep.
And you've got a reroll that you can use, which is just as well because they've all failed. Yeah, you got one. So it's -4, which becomes -3. I'm in a ruin, so it's a 4 up save. I make the save. Oh dear. And now you've got many bolter shots. Right, so we're going to go to the canoness. She's got a plasma pistol. You said you want to supercharge it.
Yes.
It's time to go big or go home, I think. So here we go. Let's find out.
So hitting on 2s.
Yes. She's hit. That's that bit over. You've got a win on a 3 now, because the -1 to wound.
Yep.
You wound. -3, -2 in cover. 3 up safe. I'm good. Okay, and then we've got some bolter weaponry,
Yep.
which we can do. So
bolt pistol. Yeah, might as well use the reroll.
hits, and then 5s. 2 up. There we go, and we'll do most of the other bolt fire.
And storm bolt from the Rhino.
Storm bolt for the Rhino.
Because this is only a 1 damage storm bolter. So those two do. You know what? Sod it, we use the reroll now. Doesn't cover anyway.
And then 5s to wound, because the -1 to wound. No, and then we've got all the other bolters from the unit, which I guess we can just do off camera and come back for the saves.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back. Much dice rolling later. We did all the bolters. You took one of the Terminators down to a wound with the heavy bolter, but everything else bounced off, unfortunately. So that's the thing. And then we're on to the charge phase now. So potential maybe charges over here, or potentially over there.
Yeah, there's going to be a few charges in a few places.
Yeah, where would you like to start?
The rookies first.
Yep, okay. Into Warp Talons, Marines, Rhino, all of the above.
When you want to charge all the above, but it's who can I get into combat with without taking the rest?
Well,
I think it's only the Warp Talons.
Yeah, because the Marines are basically in the middle. So yeah, Warp Talons.
Yeah, let's go for the Warp Talons.
And then hope you hit them enough so that they don't hit you back very hard, basically.
That's pretty much the plan.
Yeah. I mean, if you kill them, they're still going to hit you anyway. But to be fair, I'd actually like that to happen, because I haven't actually had a chance to do that yet, really. Because you've been killing me with guns most of the time. So they're going in. That's a 3. Yeah, you're in just about. So we'll move them in a moment. And then what are you going to do over here? Charge your infuriated Canoness in and the sister squad, or just one or the other, or what are you thinking?
We'll charge the Canoness in, and we'll charge the sister squad in.
Okay, cool. I mean, they're both pretty much guaranteed to be in, so we'll move them all in, but...
Canoness definitely in, and the squad...
Definitely in. Nice. We'll move them in!
So...
Okay, we're back. We've moved the chargers in, the rookies have gone in, the Canoness has gone in, as have the sisters. And you're going to start with the Canoness, who has some attacks, and you said you could do mortal wounds on 6s or something?
Yeah, and so any unit wins 6 of us, so the 10-girl squad will get that option.
Oh, very nice. Cool, okay.
So, the Canoness has 4 attacks.
Okay.
Hitting on 2s.
Of course, she's a Canoness. I wouldn't expect anything less. She's hit all of the times. The strength will be
3 plus power sword, which is 4 plus 1, 5.
Okay, so it would be winning on 3s, but you're winning on 4s because I -1 to wound.
4s.
But and then 6s do mortal wounds in addition, you said?
Yep.
So, okay. 2 wounds, but no mortal wounds. But you can reroll that. No, so just 2 normal wounds. AP?
Power sword AP, so -3.
So it becomes -2. 4 ups. You've killed the Terminator who had a wound left. So he'll fight you back in a moment. Actually, she's finished fighting now, isn't she? So the Terminator will hit you now. So let's do that. Okay, so 5 attacks back with the accursed weapon Terminator that your Canoness rudely killed. Will hit your Canoness, because, you know, he's got to. That's how that works. So hit some 3s. And they're too far away from the Demon Prince now, I think. But I am strength 6, so 2 to wound. 4 is -3, which becomes -2.
How much damage are these?
Just 1.
So
4 ups, I'm guessing.
Yep.
I'm guessing she's got a 4+ invulnerable save.
Yep. And a 6-up shrug, of course.
Oh dear, well you need to make 3 shrugs. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, she's lost 3 wounds. How many wounds has she got?
5.
Oh, she's alive. 5 alive. Right, Celestians hitting the Terminators. Many attacks hit on 3s. And you can reroll the 1s, of which there is 1 of. Didn't help, went into a 2. But quite a lot of hits though, that's quite good. But you will be wounding on 6s, I'm guessing, because there's a -1 to wound.
Yep.
So, this becomes the problem. But you're looking for 6s anyway, right? Because of the mortal wound things.
And I'll reroll 1.
So 2 wounds, which are also mortal wounds. So 2 mortal wounds and 2 saves, yeah?
Yep.
So you actually killed another Terminator. It will hit them back.
Oh dear.
Right. The guy with an accursed weapon died again. So 3 attacks, +1 for accursed weapon, +1 because he got jabbed. Hitting your Celestine. 6 explodes. Strength 6, because creation's a bar, winning on 2s. 4 5-up saves. -3 becoming -2. 4 5-ups, followed by 6 ups.
Let's see.
What's that? No, but you do have lots of shrugs to make. And you didn't make any of them. Oh dear. So some of them are dead.
But now let's see if they do anything back.
Oh yeah, you got your mortal wound sacred right thing. And another mortal wound. Lovely. Right, moving over to the rookies. They've piled into the warp talons. We can just about get them all in to hit me. So many attacks hitting on 4s, I'm guessing?
Yeah. Reroll one of them, see if we can get an extra one in there.
That one?
Yep, so we took that away.
Cool, and then you're winning on 5s, and then rerolling 1s, because you're running at the fun time now.
Yep.
Couple of 1s. Okay, so 5. It's not bad.
Yep.
Not bad at all. 3 ups. You've killed 1 and wounded 1. So it's not bad. But you know, it will hit you back before it dies. And 6s do explode. And then I'm running on 3s, re-rolling. So that is 4 at -2. So Becomes -1.
So 4 or 5 ups.
Yeah.
Might as well take it on the stuff that hasn't got.
2 of them die. Just 2. Do they do mortal wounds back to me? No. Right, my turn to start hitting things now. Legionnaires into your Palatine. Let's do this. Hit on 3s for 6s exploding. And that is 3 6s. So I've hit you more times than I had attacks. That's always glorious. I'm winning you on 3s. And I've only dropped 3. So that's a lot of 3-up saves for her. That is 9. 9 3+ saves. She has 2 wounds remaining. Her time might be up, but she's been doing well, to be fair, to survive this long by herself.
Yeah, well, she is a bit of a survivor. She's been through a lot.
Oh yeah, I mean, she's standing there fighting 2 wound Chaos Space Marines. Emphasis on the 2 wounds. But yeah, okay. So, lots of 3-up saves.
The Emperor protects. I can't afford to fail more than 1.
And you failed 4. Well, she finally dies, but does she do a mortal wound back to me? No. She eventually succumbs to her wounds.
However, at least I do get miracle dice at the end of the phase now.
Yes.
Because I lost the Palatine.
Alright, kill the Palatine. I'm going in with the Warp Talons now into those rookies. Let's deal with them. So hitting on 3s. 6s exploding. Picked up 4 dice. And putting the 4 dice back in. Winning on 3s. Rerolling all the wounds because talons. So 3, 6, 9, 10 at -2, so it becomes -1. 10 saves at -1. Right, 7 5-up saves because you're doing these on the ones with weaker armour, and you saved a good chunk of those. So 2 of those die so far.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got 3 more 5-ups. And 2 more dice, so only 4 die. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Do they win me back? No, they don't. Right, moving on to the Terminators and the Ruin, or what's left of them. So let's go with the Accursed Weapon. This is all going into your sister squad. Hitting on 3s. 6s exploding. There we go. And winning on 2s. So that is 5 at -3, which becomes -2. So 5 5-up saves. All at damage 1.
5 5-ups, followed by 6-ups for any fails.
So 3 6-up shrugs. So 3 dead.
Let's see if...
No mortal wounds back to me. And then the Power Fist goes in, hitting on 4s. And winning on 2s. And then that's another 5-up save. And then 2 shrugs gets damage 2. So it's 4 dead sisters in total. Right, okay, so the end of the sisters turn, we did some morale. Unfortunately, the remaining Celestine ran off, as did a few of the rookies. So that's not good for an army that was thin on the ground in terms of numbers now anyway. And then at the start of my turn, we were working out the points on things. So I maxed my primary, because I've got 4 objectives. And at the end of my turn, I'd at least get number 2, realistically. Plus some more for Long War and specimens for the Spider for killing them in combat. So we just worked through a few things, really, in terms of what would happen in terms of points. I didn't get Cycling Interrogation off, but even without that, at the end of turn 4, I'll be on 51 points. And you probably won't have anything left here and very little left over here. Because as you can see, all you've got left is a Rhino, which I could potentially kill with the Melters. And then you've got a few characters. I've got Demon Prince coming, I've got Obliterators that can come in. You won't have much left to score. So you basically said to me, I can't come back. You will resign from the battlefield.
Yeah, because I've got no choice.
I will accept your defeat, sir. I'll get it in writing.
Yes, be signed in blood, probably.
Yes, your own blood. So, yeah, so 51 to 25 as it stands, but yeah, I don't think that will change much. So it's a win for the Creations of Bile, which is... I do like the extra movement and the extra strength, I have to say. The Final Death thing's nice, but most of the time I was charging, so it didn't make much difference. But yeah, it's nice. But yeah, thanks for the game, David.
Yep, back to the drawing board in my case.
Back to the drawing board. Well, it's your first time with this order, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, back to the drawing board. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you in the next one.